Assalamu alaikum. This is Miss Iman Atov with you. Okay, today we are going to continue reported speech. Last session was about reported speech statement. Statement, as we said, it is sentence, yes. Today we are going to learn how to change reported questions from direct to indirect. Okay, let's start. Are you ready? Yeah. It is the same rule. As a matter of fact, we don't change a lot. Okay, just the tense. If the tense is present, the same rule. Present, we change it into past, and if we have past, we change it into past perfect. Okay, and these are the verbs that we don't change. It is the same rule. Okay, let's move again, and this is the same rule. These are the main changes that we make now, then, and so on. Study them by heart. Let's start. Types of questions. If you have a question, it will be what? Either you will have it WH question or yes no question. Is it clear? Type. Let's move to start with WH question, okay? Nadia asked me, okay, when did you buy your car? Look at the changes that we are going to make. Nada, not Nadia. Nada asked me when. يبقى the first step is what? To write the WH question. When, who, where, what time, how much money, how much time, what else, how many books. Okay, so we consider how many books, one package, how much time, one package. It called it is called WH question. Is it clear? Type. After that, we wrote at the end full stop. It means what? It won't be a question anymore. How? After the WH question, we write subject. Subject, verb, object. The normal order of any sentence is what? Subject, verb, or object. So we are going to start after the WH question with the subject. I. يبقى Mona asked me. يبقى me he. يبقى you here means me. يبقى I. Okay, so it will be I. Nada asked me when I. The tense here, be careful, be careful. The tense here is not by. Why? It is did and by. Okay, so what are you going to do when you answer a question like this? You are going to circle did and circle by and write did plus as if it is math. Okay, did plus by is both, equal both. It means what? The tense is in the past, so it will be had both. If you look at the verb by only, so you will do it wrong. Why? Because you will think that it is present, so I'm going to change it into past and you will write I bought, so it will be wrong. So the right answer is to circle the helping verb and the verb and write the result. Did buy. If it is do buy, it will be buy. Can buy. Will buy. I'm buying. لا هتبقى هنا when you يبقى are buying يبقى are buying, but the tense is are buying. Okay, so did and buy will be bought, so had bought. Your car will be my car. Is it clear? طب what about if it is yes no question? Okay, it doesn't it is not important, or it is not essential to write yes and no. It means we don't have WH question. So what are we going to do? If we don't have WH question, we are going to replace it with something. We will see. Nada asked me if or whether. Okay, why we write if or whether? To indicate or to tell the reader that it was a question, but because it is direct and indirect, I have changed it from direct to indirect, so I put full stop. So I'm going to write if or whether. Okay, so if or whether, if you write if, it is right. If you write whether is right, you will be you The verb here is not by only. Circle did and circle by, and did and by equal both. So it will be had past, and past will change it into past perfect. So it will be had both. Okay. Clear? We are going to practice more, okay? But just remember the rule, okay? Another reminder. So what we are doing when we change a question from direct speech to indirect speech, the first step is WH question or if or whether, okay? After that subject, after that verb, and of course object if we have object at the end. Let's practice number one. طيب, let's practice, okay? Number one, she asked me where, WH question. Type. The subject here is what? The post office. So we are going to start with the post office. We are where the post office is present. Asked here in the past. So is in present. So it will be, we change the present into past. So it will be was. Okay, clear? Number two, again, she asked me. Here we don't have WH question, okay? It is the same one, but here we have where, but here we don't have WH question. So we are going to replace the WH question with if or whether, okay? The subject here is the post office, so the post office, okay? If what's missing here? There is a mistake here. Who can tell? Yes, the verb is missing. Here we write what? We should write here where the post, whether or if the post office was near my house. We are going to write was here. The verb here is, and we are going to change it into from present to past, and past of is was. So here we should write here. Sorry, we should write was. Okay. If you have it, find why I have done it like this, because if you have find the mistake, the mistake here is what was is missing. Okay. Number three. Type. It's a question, but we don't have WH question. So we are going to replace it with if or whether. Rami asked Gamal if or whether. Okay. طب Rami asked Gamal يبقى you here means what? You means he. If it is Rania يبقى she. If it is the children يبقى they. يبقى if he, here it is Gamal, so you means he. طب the tense here is been only? No. It is have been. So have been, we change it into had been to England. Number four. Lina asked Mona, where did you find your mobile yesterday? Lina asked Mona, where we have WH question. So, and you notice that we don't write WH question in the capital, okay? Because it is now it is not at the beginning of the question, okay? Where type asked Mona يبقى you here means she. If it is Ali يبقى he. If it is the children they, okay? يبقى where she, and the tense here is find. Wrong. The tense here is what? Didn't find. Didn't find equal what? Found. And found in the past, so I'm going to change it into past perfect, so it will be had found. Okay, where she had found. Yo here related to Mona يبقى her mobile. If it is Ali يبقى his mobile. If the children يبقى their mobile. Yesterday we changed it to the day before. Type. Now let's move to another rule. Be careful. Here in number 5 and 6 we have what? Who. But look at number who. The teacher asked the students, who is absent today? The answer will be what? Rami is absent today. So Rami is what? But the teacher is asking about what? The subject. The teacher, he is asking about the subject. In this case, what are we going to do? The teacher asked the students, who, we said that after who you write subject, but here who is going to replace WH question and at the same time the subject. Clear? So who, we are not going to write subject here, and is will be present. So I'm going to change the present into past. So it will be was absent. Today will be that day. Clear? طب look at the difference between number 5 and 6. Who did you meet yesterday? So the answer of this what? I met, let's say, my friend. يبقى my friend Mona, for example, or Ali, okay? So I met my friend. يبقى here, who is asking about what? About subject or object? Object. So in this case, I'm going to write the subject, who and subject. But when who we are asking about the subject, it is going to replace WH question and subject. يبقى no subject is written here. But here, who is asking about object? Who did you meet? يبقى the answer is what again? I met Fulan. I met Ali, Mona, what, my friend, okay, anybody. يبقى I met, I subject, met verb, Ali or Mona or my friend is object. يبقى who is asking about what? The object. So here I'm going to write subject pronoun اللي هي mother asked me who. هنا you means me يبقى I, who I, and here meet only. The tense is the verb here is meet only. No, that the tense the verb, sorry, the verb here is didn't meet. Didn't meet equal met. يبقى in the past, so I'm going to change it into past perfect. يبقى who I had met yesterday will be the day before. Clear? طيب, let's practice. Give you time to answer. The answer. Yes, she asked what WH question. What time is what only? No, here what time. As we said, what time, how much money, how much time, how many books, how many students. It is one package. Consider WH question, okay? So what time? The subject here, you remember we said what? WH question, and after it what? Yes, the subject, and the subject here is the train. What time the train? And the tense here is arrive only? No, doesn't arrive. So it will be what? Arrives. Arrives in the present. So I'm going to change it into past. So it will be arrived. Clear? That give you time to answer number 2. And remember, in number 2, we said what? How much money is one package? Consider WH question. Okay. Let's check your answer. You ask, and of course the the H here is not capital. How much money is one package? Okay. Subject, you here, he asked it, it is not mentioned. He asked whom. So if I write I, it is right. If I write he, it is right. She right. Okay. They right. Yes. So all of them can be right answer if you write one of them. How much money I, and the tense again here, present or past. Do plus have equal what? Have, it is have. So it is present. I'm going to change it into past. Yes, so it will be had. Clear? I'll give you time to answer number 3. Yes, mother asked me. Here we don't have what? WH question. So we are going to replace it with if or whether. Type. Let's move to the subject. We said that WH question, and here we replace it with if or whether. Type. After that, what we are going to do? Yes, subject. And you here, he asked me, so I have to write I. If I write he or she, no, it is wrong. Why? Because she asked me. You here means I. If or whether I. The tense here is break. Wrong. It is didn't break. Didn't break equal broke. So the tense of the verb is past, and we change the past into past perfect. So it will be had broken the vase. Yesterday we change it to the day before. Give you answer time to answer number 4. Yes, father asked me, and we don't have WH question, so we are going to replace it with if or whether. And he asked me, so it will be I. Okay, you means I. The tense here is cleaned only. No, it is half cleaned, so it will be had cleaned. And here father يبقى his car. If it is mother يبقى her car. My sister her car. My brother his car. Clear? Time to answer number 5. Yes, Rami asked. And we don't say asked whom. So if you write I or he or she or they is right. Rami asked what? WH question the beginning. I prefer I, okay. But if you write it he or she or they is right. The tense here is do only? No. The tense here is will do. Okay, it is future, it is not present. So it will be will do, we change it into will would do. Tomorrow would be the following day. Now we have finished the rule and we have practiced it and we have learned a lot from practicing. Okay, now what you should do, okay, again write on Google search reported speech online exercise questions. Okay, our questions reported speech, and start practicing. Why online? Because online you have after you finish you are going to check the answer. Have we finished? No, not yet. Wait, we are going to have something very easy. It is commands and requests. What is the difference between command? It means ordered. Okay, to order someone to do or to force someone to do something. Request, it means to ask someone, and request usually will you will find sometimes please, or you understand it from the sentence that it is a request. Okay, turn off the TV, but this is what? An order. If I write here please, it is request. You got it? It is very easy. Turn off to turn off. بس. That's all. This is what you are going to do. يبقى he shout, and you can use one of these. Okay, introductory verbs. We call it introductory verb. He told, or he ordered, or he shouted, or he commanded. Any one of them can be written instead of the introductory verb. Okay, or he shouted at me. Okay, to turn off the TV. Okay, so we have here just write to do. Okay, to turn off, or again if it is please at the end, so it will be request. He asked, will you help me carry the bag? And here something wrong, it should be question mark at the end. Okay, so it is what? Request. So how to do it? He asked. When it is request, you have to write asked. He asked me to. Okay, we cross everything and write to verb, to help me or to help him. Okay, because he asked. If it is she asked, but to help her. Okay, to help him, or here it is not. If it is she, will you help me carry the bag? He asked. Okay, if it is she asked, it will be her. Okay, to help her carry the bag. طب if it is negative, it is very easy. Okay, don't turn off the TV, يبقى not to turn. It is the same sentence. Okay, I have done it the same sentence just to clarify it. Okay, يبقى not to help. No, sorry, not to turn off the TV. The following one, request. Please here means it is a request. Don't carry the bag. يبقى he asked me not to carry. It is negative. يبقى either it is positive, so I'm going to write to do, or negative, so I'm write not to do. Let's practice. Yes, number 1, give you time to do it. Check the answer. The teacher or yes, here it is an order. So the teacher ordered the students to do what? To or not to? Don't forget. Not to. Not to forget. And here are you going to, if you write the your, it is wrong. The copybooks, the novel copybooks. Number 2, check your answer. Okay, but this is, can you help me fix my bike? But please, please, it means what? It is a request. But she asked me, can you help me? So it will be to help. يبقى she, يبقى her. Okay, if it is he, يبقى him, his. To help him, sorry. Okay, he asked me to help him. By the way, what is the difference between her and him and his? His, it is possessive. His car, his bike, uh, his book, his copybooks, his mobile. Okay, but him, it is object. It replaced the object. Okay, he asked me to help her. She asked, sorry, she asked me to help her fix her mobile. If it is she, يبقى she, sorry, if it is he asked me to help him fix his bike. Clear? Because here him will be object and her will be his will be possessive. Okay, possessive, it's something that he owned: his car, his mobile, his copybook, and so on. This is what? Order, yes. And it is not negative, so the coach ordered me huh, run, يبقى to run. If it is don't, يبقى not to run. Okay, to run as fast as I could. Be careful. Okay, we change the tense. Number 4. Right, look at number 4. We have please here, but this is request. If we don't have please, so it will be ordered or complained. Okay, let's check the answer. So it is request, so we write asked me not to play. Don't play, but not to play. If it is play, يبقى to play. Okay, here something missing. It is to play. If you have it, find the mistake. So you should write not to play. Two is missing. Okay, the guitar after 11. Okay, if we don't have please, so it will be what? My neighbor ordered me. Okay, not to play. Okay, now we have finished our lesson today, and again, check online exercises, do it, and check your answers until you excel it. If you excel it, so if you do it without any mistakes, so you have understood the lesson. This is Mrs. Iman Atif with you. Hope you have understood the lesson today. Goodbye.